Hi guys, it's Friday, November the 9th. It is 8:40 p.m. I got an interesting story to tell you. Probably you guys all experienced it before. I cleaned the chins cage this morning, and then I went and cleaned the hammies, and then I went and took a shower, blow dried my hair, and hopped into bed. I was just leaning my head back like I normally do, and I fell asleep. My mother calls. I think this was around maybe 2 o'clock when I finished my shower. I just made some tea. I was going to wait for it to cool a couple minutes. So in the meantime, I was going to check my email. But I decided to just close my eyes for a second. I just leaned back, like just for a second. And I guess I fell asleep. And when I woke, it was my mother calling. And I was so lost. I swear that when I opened my eyes, I thought it was Thursday. And she's like, "Are you ready to go yet?" And I'm like, "Go where?" Right? And I'm still trying to look up and try to figure out what time it is. And the clock says 4:30. Now, my clocks in my room are not digital, so they just say 4:30. So I look outside and it looks dark out. Like, could be 4:30 in the evening, 4:30 in the morning. I couldn't figure it out. Now, in the back of my mind, I knew it was Friday. But it could be Friday 4 something in the morning, because I'm like, why the hell is she calling me at that time? And then in the evening, I'm like, no, I swear it's not 4:30 in the evening. Why would she be calling me then? I mean, I know I do the laundry on Friday today, but I'm like, no, it must be Thursday then. And so then she's telling me, "So are you ready to go?" I'm like, "Go where?" And she's like, "To do the laundry." I'm like, "What day is it?" And she didn't exactly answer me. She's like, "Oh, I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Are you ready or not?" And I'm like, "Hold on a second." I'm like, "What day is it?" She's like, "What do you mean, what day is it?" I'm like, "Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?" She's like, "It's Friday." I'm like, "Oh." And I'm now trying to process what I'm doing on Friday. And then I'm like, "Well, what time are you coming?" She's like, "Now." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I just woke up. I'm trying to process what day of the week it is. And my brain is telling me it's Thursday. And I'm wondering why you're calling me." And anyway, I go home. I do the laundry. She decided to give me a ride to the city center, which is where she was going, which is where I was going. So that's all good. I gave her some Biotherm face cream and night cream. When I shop, I usually shop when everything's on sale. They had a starter set, full size ones for $30. It's regularly $90. But usually, what happens is you buy the starter set, and then these ones happen to be full size. But afterwards, the promotion's over. Then they sell them only individually. They don't sell them in a gift set. The gift set just basically comes with a free bag. That's why it's called a starter set. But they usually sell them for $45. So basically, you start off paying $30, and then once you like the line, whatever line, like anti-wrinkle or whatever, then they make you pay like $45 for the day and $45 for the night cream. So anyway, I buy them. Sometimes I like them just because they're really moisturizing, and I use it for like body lotion sometimes just because they're so good. If it's good enough for your face, it's good enough for your body. That's what the motto is, because of the pH balance. For your face, is pH neutral is the best. So anyway, I usually use it like that. So if she wants it, she can have it. I buy more than I could possibly use usually. So I gave it to her, right? And so she dropped me off, and I went to go return the stuff at Tysol, and I really got to stay at the pet stores because I end up getting these for them. I do not need any hay. I still have like about at least 4/5 of a bag of the Bermuda, but I want variety. So I bought this one. This is the Oxbow Organic Meadow Hay. I have never tried meadow hay, so I'm going to give that one a try. And I've never used any of the organic ones because I don't believe in that. I don't think it's really organic, whatever, because there's no way I could tell. They could just put organic on the bag and charge me $1 extra, but I don't think they would rip people off like that, but you know. So I also bought the botanical. I bought the botanical before, and it was a real hit with the guinea pigs. So I'm going to give it a try with the chins. So I bought 2 bags. It came out to be, they owed me 56 cents. So I returned the 2 bags of food, and I ended up getting 50 something cents back. So I basically didn't save anything by returning it, but the point was I didn't want to pay for 2 pounds of food when I can get 4 pounds online. So either way, I did save, but you know. So this one is sweet, medium sweet, and a little bit more on the crunchy side. And this one is it's less sweet and it's just so on the crunchy. So they've got a big variety. I've basically bought them one of every kind now, based on the scale. So I'm hoping they'll like that. I'm actually going to give them some tonight because she's such a good girl. And look at my boy, he's just sleeping. Doesn't she look cute? She looks like a model. Anyhow, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys, I'm a little disappointed, just a little bit, only because, well, they were supposed to get 4 in by Friday. I was supposed to get 2 on Tuesday. The ones on Tuesday never arrived, and then these ones came in, the bottom pan line covers, but I was supposed to have 4 by today, and these 2 were the ones from the store transfer. So the ones that were supposed to transfer from the warehouse to the store never arrived. So I still have to go back again, maybe sometime next week or even later. They just don't know. But at least right now, I'm assured that I have 3 right now. I have 3 sets worth. A set is 2. So I use 2 at a time. So I do have 3. So it means I can use 2 sets, put it in the wash, and use 1 set. So I can do the laundry every 2 weeks. But I'm actually hoping to change their fleece liners a little more often. At least on the bottom, so it doesn't smell. The top doesn't smell very much because I use the flannel on top of that. I could do that on the bottom, but it's only 30 by 30, so I would have to use 2. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't look very pretty. And of course, then I wouldn't need the vacuum, right? So once I pay off this bill, I might end up getting 1 more set. Then I could actually do the laundry every 3 weeks or so, and still change it maybe once every 4 to 5 days. So like 3 liners every 2 weeks. But right now, I definitely cannot because I don't have that many. And I basically wiped out the warehouse. Once the last 2 comes in, they don't actually have any more. So in order for them to get me anymore, they'll have to order it from, well, wherever they order it from. But yeah, so I'm going to go and slip these into those pads that I have in the back. I have like a couple in the back. I have 4 in the back. I use them along with my fleece. So I have 4, so that's why I'm saying I need 2 more. So at the end of the day, I will have 8 of these and 8 of those bed wet sheets. So I should have exactly enough. If I do buy any more fleece, though, I'll probably have to buy more bed wet sheets, which is why I don't want to buy them just yet. 4 bed wet sheets will come to about $135. So my bed wet sheets are $18 each, $18.50 or so. So a little less than $20. So for every one of these liners, one complete liner with the bedding thing inside, will cost me about $35, including taxes. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So right now you're looking at $70 just in my cage. This thing plus this one is $35 and $35, so about $70 of liners because of what's inside. What's inside is more expensive than the fleece itself, but they're meant for humans. So I know there's no bad chemicals or anything like that. I would have used the disposables, but that comes out to be really expensive. But mind you, in the winter, it might make more sense. So I am looking into it. The other thing, though, is it's not as absorbent as the human ones. Because human ones were meant for human bladders, which is why I went with human. I could have gone with the children's bed wet sheets, but the children's ones were too small. The adult ones were just slightly bigger. And, I don't know. The children's one were made with a plastic, not very breathable, whereas the adults one were. So that's the other thing. But I'm gonna go and do that. I'll make another video to show you once I put the hay in. I'm sure everyone will perk up afterwards. Okay?